everybody, it's Dork for Life Angie, aka Shawnaholic, aka Angie, whatever you want to call me that. It is day 21 of VEDA, vlog every day in April. Once again, I had to do another presentation, and I recorded it because as a person that's done drama and theater and also other presentations, I like to look at what I've done so I can improve. On this presentation, I've already watched the footage, and I think I can improve on being nervous. For some odd reason, I was nervous, but you can tell by the tone of my voice that I was kind of nervous. And inside my head, I tripped up on something, and that made me nervous. So, yeah. Anyways, here's that footage, and maybe you can learn something again. I teach you about computer forensics, and if I don't see you until tomorrow, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
As you know, I'm Angie, or Angela, you can call me either. My presentation is over computer forensics, and as everybody knows, computer forensics involves computers, obviously. Okay, let me ask you something. When you delete something on your computer, any computer, is it really gone?
No.
No. Yeah. Why? Why would you say it's not gone? Nothing is deleted truly at the first time you try to delete it. Your computer always has a backup. When you create a file, it always creates a backup. And in relation to this, when people commit crimes, they try to delete their evidence, and it's the forensic, computer forensics people go in and get the information. This is where computer forensics comes into play. Okay, what is computer forensics? Computer forensics is part of forensic science that deals with electronic evidence that is on a computer and electronic devices such as cell phones, iPods, anything that's electric that has a computer chip is part of computer forensics. Okay, computer forensics is used for personal civil matters, like somebody wants to find out if their husband is cheating. A computer forensics person can go in there and look up the history on the computer to see if somebody's cheating. As well as criminal matters. If child pornography, people can go in there and look for child pornography or any other crimes related. For this presentation, I will be talking about the criminal side of computer forensics. Okay, computer forensics and evidence. So you have a crime that involves a computer. Like any other crime scene, it has a chain of custody, documentation of the scene itself, a record of everything that has been done during the collection. Documentation, documenting a computer crime scene. The computer crime scene around it must be sketched, as well photographs are taken of the scene, the computer, and the connectors to the computer. Serial numbers to every component of the computer must be written down for later for the crime lab. Everything that has been accounted for and recorded has to be like in a normal crime scene. You have to record everything in a manual. Okay, and what else happens during a crime scene? I found this video and I thought it was very helpful, and it can explain it better than I can.
Out into the field with us, and I would actually go into the field with this whole setup, and then this is a write blocker.
So in other words, you don't even have to remove the computer from the scene.
No, we do, but I mean, we often do take the computer back to our office just for ease. But
you wouldn't have to.
Don't have to at all.
So if someone hired, some private investigator hired you, and you wanted to look at the husband's computer to see what he was searching, and the wife hired you, you could go in there, take all the information, the husband never knows.
So we would take the laptop drive. This one is a SATA drive, which means it's got a little bitty data connector and a bigger power connector.
So you've got a whole bunch of different types of adapters depending upon what kind of hard drive you're going to run into.
Absolutely. So we would just plug in the little data connector, if I can make that happen, and search around on the desk for a power connector, plug that in, and now this is connected to this, and we're ready to power things up.
Okay.
And because this is pre-configured into a safe operating environment,
it's not going to destroy the hard drive.
It's not going to destroy it. So it's booted up, we've logged in, and then we're going to do something called image script, little program we wrote to make an image. It asks us some very basic questions, and then we go through and enter all the various stuff just from the paperwork that I just talked about. And it would then proceed to make a copy. I haven't shown you this. This is a disk drive I already had hooked up to the computer when we started out. And this is where we're going to make the image to. So it's going to take the data off the laptop drive, which I can feel spinning. Put your hand on that and feel it.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. So it's in there spinning, spinning, spinning. And the data would then be transferred over to here. And then once we have the forensic image with all the identifying information there, then we move on to our analysis phase. Now you can see that it's parsing through. It's actually doing the initial effort of looking for those deleted files. So it can do a much more thorough job. We're going to do just a quick preview today and take a fast look at what files it can find.
And these are things that have been deleted.
Well, all the live stuff will be there, of course, too.
And the deleted.
We don't want to ignore the deleted, the live files.
Right.
Live and deleted. This will take probably another minute or so to fire on in, and then we'll be able to actually start seeing what's on the computer. This area here I've just drilled into is called the temporary internet files. In the testimony, you heard it called the cache.
Right.
So the cache is a temporary place for web pages to be put prior to displaying them on the screen. So when you're browsing the web, this is very important. Everything that you're displayed to you as visually is first saved on the hard drive. That's the remnant we come in and look for.
Goes to the hard drive, then I see it on my screen.
Exactly.
So that is the process. I included collection and also then analysis of data. With the analysis of data, there's a bunch of different software you can use. There's different types, and there's a few, I didn't mention them, but yeah. And as far as education goes, you can either get certified in certain areas, or you can go to a college and get a degree for example, Purdue University in Indiana offers a cyber forensics lab. So does anybody have any questions? Yes?
How much do they pay?
I think it's an up-and-coming field, so I would think maybe it would pay a little bit more because computers are a part of our daily lives, so there's obviously going to be a need for it. I don't know the exact numbers of how much it pays, but I would think it would pay.
Do you need a computer like an investigator, or could you do that like by yourself? Like once you delete your files and go with like the backup little?
Yeah, you can go find, if you have the software, you can find it, but it's like creates like an image of it. It doesn't like give you the exact thing. It just creates like a photocopy of all the files, and it's like language, I guess. Computer language is the best way to explain it. But yeah, if you wanted to find out if like your boyfriend or girlfriend was cheating, yeah, you could find it if you had the software. Yeah.
Are you interested in going into this type of field, or it's just something that's sparked interest?
It was more of a personal thing, and I liked computers, and I thought it was really interesting. I originally was going to do blood spatter because I like the TV show Dexter, but I ended up liking this because I do like computers, and I understand it probably a little bit better than blood spatter. Any other questions?
I would assume that in order to look at a computer that's related to a crime, that people would need a search warrant.
Yeah, like any other crime scene, I said like any other crime scene you have to follow a certain legal thing. You can't trample on evidence. You can't just go in there and get the hard drive out. You have to have a warrant, especially if it's a criminal matter. It's like any other crime scene. You have to follow certain procedures. You have to document everything. You have to take photographs of like the hard drive, the location of the scene, everything, and make sure everything's documented, sketched. Any other questions?
This is probably one of the fastest growing forensic careers because there's so much more crime occurring on computers, and it's international.
Yeah. That's the best thing.
So it's just going to, the career opportunities are going to be huge.
And as far as like crime goes, there's like, it's really hard, especially the internet, it's really hard to police it because every country has different policies, and yeah.
Can they catch like people that are committing fraud and everything?
Yeah, like everything, like I said, is on your hard drive, it backs up on the hard drive. And the only way that you can actually get it rid of it is a special program. There is a special program that you can do to erase the hard drive of any evidence. But a lot of criminals don't think of that. They think, oh, it's deleted, it's gone. No, it's not. So, yeah, they use it for fraud and child pornography and stuff like that. And even civil matters, like people want to find out if somebody's cheating on them or cheating on their taxes.